Right, ladies and gentlemen, we move on with our penultimate bout of the evening. Would you welcome, please, to the red corner, Gavin Levy. And would you welcome into the blue corner, Chris Garnett. This is professional flyweight K1 action over three 3-minute rounds. And in the red corner, he weighed in at 58.3 kilograms. He represents KO Gym South London, Gavin Levy! And in the blue corner, he also weighed in at 58.3 kg. He represents the Combat Sports Academy, Chris Garnett! Your referee, Sam Amidi.
With Sam, the man of media, in charge of the proceedings, it is co-main event time here at Lion Fighting Championships. And it is for a flyweight professional K1 matchup. Gavin Levy from KO Gym South, an incredible, highly touted elite of the elite here in the UK, against a very tricky ultra game veteran, an outstanding martial artist as well, from the Combat Sports Academy, Chris Garnett. Dean, what do we know about these two?
Levy has an extensive trophy cabinet, multiple titles, ISKA, WKA, Southern Champions, Muay Thai champion. He's got such a vast array of skills, and coupled with the experience is very dangerous. Garnett here on the outside, very smart fighter, worked on a lot of conditioning. You often see him running with a parachute on his back, very tough, very hard to put away. You really have to put a stamp on it to beat Chris Garnett.
And Garnett also exceptional on the counter, even moving backwards. I mean, he'll chop those legs. He's a very, very slick and unorthodox fighter. Look at that. And he leaps for the switch knee. That scissor technique, but gets intercepted. Levy, also a great counter striker as well. So skimming there, partially offsides, and every man in the audience will groan at that one. But Garnett looks to be okay. That wasn't too bad of a shot. We're gonna get a verbal warning here from Sam Amidi before we resume the action.
Very exciting fight to watch. Such a kind of pedigree of striking put into this K1 bout in front of us. Both solid strikers that you have to really put each other away to finish. Again, going low. I think that just flicked around the back there. Definitely not intentional. Big punches from Garnett.
And Garnett looks very, very well conditioned. I like the way he made the weight on this fight. He looks to be in top-notch shape. And he's gonna need it tonight against Levy, who on paper, at least, as you said, with those belts, may be the favorite, but Garnett is never out of the fight. And he's been in so many big fights on a lot of big shows, so. And he's a tough matchup to train for as well. There's not a lot of guys who fight like Garnett. He uses the guard very well. He kicks in a way that is very difficult to counter. Look at the way he kicks in the pocket. He'll even lean back and throw those kicks to the inside legs. I like how he's using the jab though right now and constantly trying to back up Levy.
Garnett works best when he creates angles off of his strikes. So he'll throw combinations, then move off at an angle. He's not there for the counter. Very tricky customer to pin down. But Levy, known for his combinations, particularly down the pipe. Very, very tight leg kicks that he likes to counter off, but Garnett is pressing him up against the cage.
And Levy caught him clean there to the legs. Garnett came a little bit hot on that lead foot.
Levy coming in with a wealth of experience, but Garnett is teeing off at the moment. Going low and going high. Garnett switching up the strikes.
And Garnett doubles up with the right kick.
Oh, big punch down the middle there from Garnett.
And Garnett is pouring on the pressure, really putting the younger fighter through the paces early. Levy looks confident. He looks so cool. Cool as ice. Garnett certainly very motivated indeed. And we are round two here at LFC.
Levy with a wealth of experience, able to operate under adversity, and you can't teach that, Chris. The wealth comes with this great persona behind Levy, but Garnett at the moment taking center stage. You can argue that's control, and he's able to fire off punches in bunches and then finish with beautiful leg kicks.
And Garnett, probably the more busy fighter thus far, continues to paint that pattern here in the second round.
Garnett very active, and I love the way he's moving his head off that center line. He'll throw a combination, but his head won't be static there for those 1-2 punch combinations that Levy is known for. He's great down the pipe, and Garnett is moving his head off.
And look at that, Levy stutter stepping in and then immediately attacking the leg. I mean, his timing is exceptional.
Levy now is looking to switch up the footwork. Big head kick from Levy. He's looking to confuse Garnett and not let him sediment in that stance and steer him where he wants to.
Levy goes southpaw, back to orthodox. And again, both fighters continue here to exchange at close range. And Garnett, though, for the first time with his back against the edge of the cage. You know, it's very interesting, we're doing K1 inside not really the traditional ring for K1, so it creates some different geometry to work with, and Garnett was controlling that very well.
Levy now looking to confuse Garnett, and he's looking for that counter punch. He'll lift his legs up and he'll move the head off the center line. It looks like he's looking for that rear punch. Garnett here catches the leg, puts in a big right hand.
And it seems to me that every single time Garnett does not want to let him off the hook. If he backs up Levy with some combinations, he resets and then initiates another combination.
Garnett now pressing forward, using the leg kicks to close down Levy.
Levy going for that calf. Another great kicking technique, kicking below the knee. A very damaging strike, and more importantly, more difficult to defend and check.
Garnett utilizing his distance, his range very well here. He's able to fire off strikes, Chris, and then move out of the danger zone. Levy needs to work on getting in. He needs to think about using his footwork to confuse Garnett and land something straight down the middle. Perhaps go to the body and then up to the head.
Levy looks very comfortable in there, and he seems to have definitely gotten his timing down and the distance. But he needs to continue to push the pace here because you haven't got a lot of time to work with under these rules.
Nice teep there by Levy. Needs more of that, but he needs to think about coming in the pocket and doing some damage up the middle with those uppercuts. Can't afford to be on the outside. Nice switch knee from Garnett.
And a small from Chris Garnett. The fans cheering there in their seats. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is an incredible co-main here at the LFC. And it is the third round. 3 minutes here on the clock. Here we go.
Levy now lifting those legs up. Going low. Garnett again firing down the pipe, but he sees at range there, Chris. He's not in any danger from those punches and kicks from Levy. Levy needs to get in close. He needs to find a way in. He has some success with the teep. I believe he's thrown a couple of those. Nice hands by Levy, and he moves off center, and then he needs to come in with something.
I like how Levy's utilizing that footwork and the check in combination, or the attack. Again, he shows the check and then chops him with the kick, or swaps stances to look to enter and then chops across both legs. I mean, this kid is so technical. He's really, really technical, but right now, he may be down on the scorecards, and I think they know that, Dean.
The fakes and feigns with the legs is enabling Levy to get him. He's able to confuse Garnett. Garnett is thinking about the kicks, thinking about upstairs. He's looking for the check. When Garnett, see where's Garnett here now. Watch what he does with his stance. He'll be nice and lean back, able to exit and fire off at range. Whoa!
A possible misstep and a slip from Garnett. A check from the head referee here. Sam the Man Amidi. It's all good. We continue. Nice stuff again from Levy. In and out. A little bit of touch pull return. He'll enter, gauge the distance. And a grin from Garnett, but that means he got tagged.
So now Levy's turning it up a bit. He's moving his head off the center line, coming down the middle. Exactly, he's going to have loads of success doing that. Come down the center line and come up the middle through the guard of Garnett.
And Garnett needs to stay very disciplined here because right now he is eating more shots than he's giving. Quick kick catch. Again, not allowed here under these rules with the modified kickboxing rules of the K1 rule set.
Levy's still looking to place that kick. He's gonna have trouble doing that on the inside there, especially when Garnett's so active in the pocket. Nice leg kick by Levy. It's the follow-up with some punches in bunches, come up through the middle. Nice head kick over the top.
And I should say you are allowed to catch a kick, but you can't trip to score. It won't score, but never mind that. We're back to incredible exchanges here as we approach the final minute of this round.
Garnett now wise to those kicks. You notice he used the teep to falter the balance of Levy.
And that's what I mean about the clinching, the bit of separation here from Sam Amidi. Traditionally, Thai rules, he would be allowed to continue to exchange blows in the clinch. Whoa! Going upstairs for a home run. but it is the end of those 3 minutes. Garnett smiles. I think they're pretty confident over there that they've done enough in the books. So we go to Malcolm Martin to catch the decision.
I think you agree. 3 superb rounds of professional K1 action. Let's hear it for both your fighters in the cage. But we do have a unanimous decision. Our judges going in favor of the red corner, Gavin Levy.